Welcome to the Matching Ideas with Resources Networking Podcast, sponsored by GLM Financial, an accounting firm in Schaumburg focusing on providing professional accounting and business services to small and medium-sized companies throughout the Chicagoland area. I'm Tom Ghosh, business strategist with GLM. Today I'm talking with Victoria Pelleteire from HPL&S. She's an employee benefit consultant which specializes in the design and administration of qualified deferred compensation plans. She and HPL&S help business owners with all types of retirement plans, including 401k, 403b, profit sharing, cash balance plans, and much, much more. Today we talk about how Victoria helps all types of businesses, from startup to succession.
Well, we are third-party administrators for qualified retirement plans. We provide the document administration services for 401k, profit sharing, defined benefit, cash balance plans. And we work with our clients to help their employees have a good retirement.
Okay. So when your retirement plans, because the 401ks, what, define a little bit closer.
So retirement plans for businesses
Okay.
that are sponsoring these plans. So the employees are covered under the plan. The company is the sponsor.
Okay. When you're talking about doing the paperwork and things like that, is it an employee comes in and you come in and help them, or are you kind of helping the HR department or helping the people?
We're working with the plan sponsor, the business that's actually setting up the parameters of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We work with them to make sure that the contributions are comfortable for what they're looking for. And then we do employee meetings for 401k plans to help educate the participants on the plan, give them a better appreciation for what their employer is doing for them, and help them to understand how the plan works, where their contributions are going, every paycheck. And we work with the investment advisor as far as educating them on the placement of the investments. So we speak more about the plan. The investment advisor is speaking about how to invest the money.
Okay, so you're not selling them the plan, you're just administering over it.
Well, we're selling the plan because we're helping with the parameters and the development of the plan itself. We do have a bundled product where we can place the investments, but we don't have to.
Okay.
We can work with an advisor. They would talk to the participants as far as where to put the money. They would provide the investment part of it, and then we would educate them on the plan itself, how much they can put in, when they become participants, what happens when they retire.
Do you help also with the owners? Usually the owners have a little bit more to invest. They can only put in so much into, a 401k or things like that. Can you help them make sure that the employees and the owners are all kind of on a fairly level playing field?
And there's a lot of options available for plan sponsors now. There's the traditional 401k plan where people are just kind of putting in what they elect to have as a 401k deferral out of their paycheck. Some plans have a matching contribution. Some plans have a profit sharing contribution on top of that. That can be a level percentage of pay. Sometimes it can be a little bit skewed toward management or to the owners where they get a little bit higher contribution than the rest of the staff. And then there's always cash balance or defined benefit plans where the level of contributions can be even greater.
Okay. You don't do anything with health insurance or any of the other insurances?
No, we don't.
Yeah, that's something else.
Right. We do have, since we have a legal staff, we do provide documents for cafeteria plans. So or transportation plans, when the employees contribute pre-tax dollars into the plan, and then they receive the money out of the plan as they spend for their health insurance. So it could be a premium-only plan. We would do the document, but we wouldn't do the insurance itself.
Okay. So what types of businesses do you like to work with?
I like to work with mostly small, closely held businesses. Our client base Goes from sole proprietorships, where there's just one owner, one participant in the plan, all the way up to, I would say our largest plan is about 1,000 employees. Most of our clients are in the Chicagoland area, but we do have clients all the way on the East Coast in Maine, and we have clients in California. So since qualified retirement plans are federally, the federal law governs them, we can work with any business in the United States. A lot of businesses, a lot of our clients start out their businesses and they are really trying to grow the business. Their focus is taking any profits and reinvesting them in the business, building up the business. Then they get to a certain point in their lives where they think, gee, the business is doing well, and I should start thinking about myself because I don't want to work for the rest of my life. Well, that's a point where they might want to think about a qualified retirement plan. And maybe they have a small plan, like a simple, or they do IRA contributions on their own, which is wonderful. That all is great opportunity to build retirement savings. But a qualified retirement plan that's sponsored by a company can offer additional contributions.
Okay,
so maybe they want to build up that nest egg to a larger amount, or maybe they haven't started at all. We have actually clients that have come to us and they're in their late 50s, early 60s, and they haven't saved a dollar for retirement. Yeah, so we do what we can to help them really get major dollars into the plan, and so that they can retire and live a comfortable life.
Yeah. Well, I know that I've run into business owners that feel like their retirement plan is whatever they get for their business when they sell it and retire. And it's not an awful thing to think about, but that's the hard part. That's where I can come in and help them with what they think their business is worth and what it really is worth. So it's good to have a little bit of backup when that happens. So I probably keep that in mind.
It's funny, when I started in this business, almost all of our clients were either manufacturing or some type of actual physical product that was what the business was based on. Now we still have manufacturing companies, but we also have a lot of service companies, doctors' offices, lawyers' offices, dentist offices, consulting practices, and retail. It's an open market.
It's wide open. Okay.
It is wide open.
Very cool.
I mean, sometimes people come to us because they're looking for that tax deduction. It's not always retirement savings that are the main focus of the plan. Sometimes the balance sheet is showing profits and they're paying tax on that, and they think, well, I could save some money by sheltering that money, putting it into a trust. You get a tax deduction for it. Sure, it's not. You do pay tax on it eventually when it comes out of the plan, but you're not paying tax now. And hopefully, in your retirement years, you do get a little bit of a tax break when you hit 65. And there's other things that help you in your retirement years.
Right.
Usually, your level of income isn't as great, also. So. The idea is you're saving the tax money up front, you're paying a lower rate when it comes out. And it helps the business too.
Okay. So that's actually good, because that's what I look at on the balance sheet. So when the balance sheet shows that there's a pretty decent profit, it can be put into something that you provide, tax deferred for when it comes out, and helps them in their retirement.
Right.
Okay.
And companies that offer 401k plans with a match, the employee morale is enhanced, because they appreciate that, and they when there's a matching contribution, you're rewarding your employees for doing something good for themselves. I know a lot of given you talk about small businesses with plans. Some places don't like startup plans. We love startup plans, because we like helping design the plan, give them their options, really try to work with them to have a plan that's going to be around for a number of years. And
Right.
really give what it's supposed to give. Some of these businesses, machine, but we like the startups actually.
So how do you guys get paid from that then?
We're fee based.
Okay.
We are fee based.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Matching Ideas with Resources podcast, sponsored by GLM Financial. I'm Tom Ghosh, business strategist with GLM, steering direction, matching ideas with resources.